Hello everyone and welcome back to PAX and Recreation. And today is Dragon time, baby. Or how did Tommy used to say? Dragon Sword, and that's it. Like it was great because everyone was like saying their animal, like Mastodon, Pterodactyl, Triceratops, Saber-toothed Tiger, Tyrannosaurus, and then Tommy will just be like, Dragon Sword. It's like, that's not an animal, but I will take it. And then he will be like, White Tiger. And that kind of fits, but it was kind of weird. There was White Tiger and Saber-toothed Tiger, but then again, it was because of Super Sentai and whatnot. Enough with the Power Rangers, going back to Magic the Gathering, because it's Dragon time. Collector booster time for Tarkir Dragonstorm. And let's see if we are lucky, because as you may have seen, a lot of these come with production defects or quality control defects, and we're gonna see if we are lucky or unlucky. So technically happens only for US cards, but who knows. Now I have to say that normally collector booster boxes are beautiful, but this one with Ugin right in front is actually like a big ass foil card. This thing is great. Now uncover the Dragon's Hoard of Tarkir Treasures. Not bad. Boop. Boop. They knew so bad that people will be drooling all over this that this one doesn't have like a box stopper. This one is like, nah, man. You know what you're getting into. We know you want it. Nah, we're not. There are no freebies for you. It is what it is. And it's that type of wrapper, so it's gonna be very difficult to ninja one of these. So let's see. Let's open the first one and the last one as Dr. Richard Garfield intended. So backwards. Why? Because, well, they are put this way. They are put in a way so that commons and uncommons are in the back, so that you can, I guess you can do this surprise reveal if you want, or if you're in a hurry because you buy this for the value, I guess. You just go right away to the cards, to the important pools, and then the rest is shaft. Which I guess is reasonable. It always saddens me that, all this is like commons and uncommons, and no one cares. And if that's the case, then why do we include them in the collector boosters? Just give me the good cards and make it a little bit cheaper. But we all know that's not the case. The cheap cards are just here to give you bulk so that you feel more justified to pay extra price for the 4 cards that you're actually hunting for. A-foil planes, these lands are beautiful. And now for the actual 4 cards, see what I mean? The actual 4 cards that people are after, let's see. Lotus Light Dancers, not bad, foil. Wheel of the Jeskai from the Commander decks, from the Jeskai deck, more specifically. So, not bad. Well, spoilers, I guess. Marang River Regent is also Marav River Regent. So, this is basically, and I guess for context, spoilers, I guess. For context, there are some special cards for the dragons that have the dragons when they were young and when they are older. And in the case of Marang, in case you can't tell, you have the birds for reference. So the birds were more or less the size of the head, and then those are the birds. So pretty cool. The card is the same on both sides. You just need to pick which side you want. And this gave origin to the memes of Uglin, which is the ugly Ugin that shows in the Ugin card. Which if we pull, I will be happy to show you. Awaken the Honored Dead. Okay, not bad in full art. It's a beautiful card, I have to say. All sagas should be like that. And a token that is a spirit and a spirit. And New Way Forward. These cards are beautiful, but they feel anything but Magic the Gathering. It's interesting. It's interesting how at this day and age, Magic the Gathering could be like this, give more focus to the cards, just put black boxes or whatnot, and be more elegant in their design. And yet, since every other game has done that to try to, beat the king and be more modern. When Magic does it, it just feels weird. It's just like, nah, thank you. Or that is like a special treatment because, you know. Now, if you open them forwards, you go right away to the pool. A smile at death. So, not bad. And a beautiful card, I must add. So, Temur Battlecrier. In non-foil, but also beautiful. Avenger of the Fallen. See, like, I like these cards a lot. However, they do feel, I know it's because of Cans of Tarkir and it feels like has that Mongol kind of vibe to them. But they really feel like Assassin's Creed cards for some reason. It's weird to describe. Protector of the Wastes from the Commander deck. Songcrafter Mage in foil. Not bad. A Plains, again, the same Plains, which is funny. Teeming Dragonstorm in foil and a Whirlwind Stormbrood twice in special treatment and in normal foil. Not bad. See, then the rest you just go like this. Everything is foil. Everything is foil. Everything is foil. Everything is foil. And that's it, right? So that's how the pros open them, baby. No time to taste them. Just go. The boosters are pretty too, but they feel like discolored for some reason. Soldier token, and underneath is Flamehold Grappler. Not bad. So the card again in foil is just beautiful. Look at that popping up. Very realistic art. It's just gorgeous. Barren Steppe Siege. Okay, not bad. In full art, enchantment. Naga Fleshcrafter. Okay. Again, of all the styles that we have, I love these ones. And yes, these ones, technically these are the symbols or the logos for the clans. But within range, Scavenger Regents in foil. Not bad. Ooh, and one of those. So these are the special lands. That I love it that they have a common symbol, and it's like, you're not common, but whatever. For the collector boosters, the special lands that are the Eyes of the Dragons. The Eye of the Dragon. And this is a magnificent idea. Look at this. Mountain. You can see it from long. You see it's a mountain because of the symbol and the colors. But if you look up close, it's the eye of a freaking dragon. I love this, and the person that came with this idea deserves a raise. And it's kind of a simple design, but it just works. It's similar to the one in Either Drift with the cockpit view. It's like, you know, kind of it's cars, I guess, so it makes sense. But it's actually a genius design. And here is the same. It's like just an eye with a thing. It just slaps, man. It just slaps so hard. You could have that in binders and that will be it. Ultra Pro kind of didn't catch on that. They did the boxes with the scales and the symbols and whatnot. They could do like 5 binders with that shit on it and we will be drooling all over them. And they didn't for whatever reason. Maybe because I thought, nah, too basic, bro. Sorry, I will love to have those. Because yes, they are from Tarkir, but they work for everything, right? And I mean, it feels like a freebie for Dragon Shield. You know, I know that Dragon Shield, I don't know, they don't like to pay for the rights of things or whatnot. Ultra Pro has the rights historically. Now Ultimate Guard has the rights. And, you know, the mana symbols are famously very difficult rights to get, or very expensive at least. But come on, Dragon Shield, this thing is just screaming at you. Sage of the Skies. I think that for Dragon Shield, this was kind of free ad. Like, you know, oh, there's dragons, we're Dragon Shield, let's go. And that's not bad. But CDC, Regent of the Mire, not bad. Thunder of Unity. Nice. I love how the sagas look with this treatment, man. They just look badass. Teval's Judgment from the Commander decks. Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. Add 1 colorless, add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast a dragon spell or an omen spell. In foil. Oh, nice. See, the same, but for a forest. Forest, those look weird because they went with, you know, the eyes all freaking colors, but still, it just works. You see it from the distance. It's a forest. You pick it up. Is it the eye of a dragon? It's just beautiful. Dirgor or Dirgor Island Dragon. And mind you, those are not foils. They can be foil, but the ones we pulled are not foil. So adding to that extra chase by just with the simple fact of actually making foils relevant, which they are not anymore because we are pulling foils like this in the collector boosters. So it is what it is. We haven't been able to ninja these, and I'm thankful, because whenever it's too easy for you to ninja collector booster. Red light. That Veget's life. Nice. Man, the card is beautiful as hell. Look at that. I mean, wait, treasure token. There's also an elephant token. Whoa, and these cards smell nice. These cards actually smell like the One Piece cards, the Japanese ones. I know this is weird as hell, but bear with me. Yeah, I mean, if you open collector boosters from Tarkir, really smell them. They smell like... What is this? They smell like Japanese food. It's weird because it's not food itself. It smells like something. I just can't remember the name of the thing. Man, this is weird. Are they made in Japan? We're gonna check in a second. Ooh, Mox Jasper, let's go. It did smell nice. I told you, man. I was like, this smells nice. Like, yes, it does. It smells like Mox Jasper, man. Let's go. It's the weirdest fucking Magic the Gathering channel. It's like, oh, these cards smell nice. Immediately, ooh, Mox Jasper, let's go. Like, what the hell? Like, yep, I can confirm. It smells nice. 1 point less in PSA rating just because I smell them too hard. Stadium Headliner, not bad. And Diviner of Mist from the Commander decks. Ooh, Ugin too, let's go, baby! This booster smelled good, alright, let's go! Now, this was the smell of victory. Now, I need to smell a normal one because I don't know if this booster smelled this good because it had a Dead Veget's Life, a Mox Jasper, and Ugin in the same booster, but baby, let's go. What does Ugin smell like? Well, it smells like Japanese food. I don't know what to tell you. Man, I don't know how to describe the freaking smell. Damn. And it's card 001, so it needs to go here to the left because it's actually the first card of the set. A nice swamp card, of course, and an Armament Dragon, and Jeskai Shrinekeeper. Beautiful cards, by the way, and they're just uncommon. Sometimes I wonder about this. They do these beautiful cards. It's like, it's an uncommon. Okay. Everything foil unless otherwise indicated. Man, they smell like... What's the name of the thing? I will need to look for it online. Okay, so I had to do a tactical pause to check the name of the thing, and it smells like... Well, it depends on the pronunciation. Apparently it's either anise or star anise or star anise. I guess we can put an image on the screen to... but basically they smell like that. The cards smell like that. I swear to God, I'm not crazy. And I'm going to check right now where these cards were printed, which I can already tell that maybe they were printed in Belgium, but it's weird. Like nope. I knew it. I'm not crazy. I am not crazy, bro. I knew it. Made in Japan. Smelling the card explains the card. I told you, these are cards from Japan. Sometimes the cards from Japan smell like freaking star anise for some reason. I kid you not. This is the thing. The One Piece cards smell like star anise too. Like, check it out. If you can get your hands into a booster printed in Japan, a collector booster from Dragonstorm, these things smell like star anise, man. I'm not joking. And this one, this is the weirdest Magic the Gathering channel. These ones smell less. So I guess we have less, we have worse pulls on this one. Let's see. Rediscover the Way. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to pull Ugin and a Mox in the booster again. But, Heirloom, not bad. These cards are beautiful, man. This set is crazy. This set is like, I said this once, And I will say it again. This set is like, the designers at Wizards were like, yo, listen, you get one set a year. And that's why we had the other one at the end of the year, and they moved it to next year because of Avatar, and they were like, no. And Wizards now internally is like, when you have, misbehaving kids or something, it's like, listen, you need to behave, right? If you behave, I will buy you a booster of cards or something like that, right? So with Wizards, now it's the same. It's like, to the designers, like, listen, guys, if you don't complain and you do your job and don't do, any leaks or anything, and you design all the 700 sets we do a year with Universes Beyond, we will let you do one set a year that is actually Magic the Gathering, okay? So, but you need to really not complain. And they were like, well, I guess last year it was Bloomborough, this year is Tarkir Dragonstorm. They were like, well, okay, you need to do the Mad Maxian one. I mean, it is what it is. We kind of overcommitted to the whole NASCAR, but not NASCAR, Mad Max, but not Mad Max, but Wacky Razors, but not Wacky Razors. But then you have Tarkir. And Age of Eternities, maybe. You can have fun with that one, but visually it needs to be space, guys. Sorry, we just need to be there. And it's like, okay. Everything else, gonna be a Spider-Man, Avatar, Final Fantasy. You have no way of running away from it. Man, they do smell like that. It's crazy. And this is the set. They went like collector boosters. Like, no, man, this thing is printed in Japan. We're playing hard now. What? Wait, is this thing in Japanese? What the fuck? Is this Ugin in Japanese? Why? Like, are these cards in Japanese? What the fuck? Okay, wait, I am too excited for this. I guess this is just because Japanese cards come randomly into the set. I didn't check that before I opened anything in this set, right? I was trying to have fun for myself and be like, nah, I'm not going to check the probabilities or any of that shit. We're just going to pull cards and see what it is. I guess cards come in Japanese because Tarkir, I guess, which is weird because I would never say like, oh yeah, Tarkir Japanese, because I mean, it's Mongol based, not Japanese based, but whatever. So I guess made in Japan, but it's only this card that's Japanese. But still, man, it's like a foil Ugi in Japanese, man. This shit rocks, man. What the fuck? This thing is crazy. And what does it smell like? It smells like star anise, baby. Let's go. This is crazy. This is the craziest pulls ever. And we are not even pulling like a serialized card like we did in the past. This is just crazy. No, okay, yeah, it's just this card in Japanese. Man, I'm going to put this thing right here. As a reminder, I do sleeve my cards normally before I smell them. I'm just smelling in this video. I swear. I do sleeve my cards. I do them after the video, okay? So that the video is not like 2 hours long, which is already kind of long. I know, but bear with me. We are smelling cards and having fun. Man, what a crazy pull. I didn't know that they had Japanese cards in this. And I follow a lot of Magic the Gathering channels. And, man, I forgot the name of this channel. There's this channel that does shorts that I can't remember the name. That the guy does the best Magic the Gathering shorts. Like, he just gives all the info. And he was just a disembodied voice until very recently. And now he shows his face. And he's a very good looking dude. And, glad that he feels comfortable doing that. Some of us are not very comfortable doing that, not even showing our hands that are very ugly. But I can't remember the name of the channel. And it sucks because I'm subscribed to him and I watch all the freaking shorts. And, a lot of times, he kind of spoils the fun for me. He goes like, here are the top cards from, Dragonstorm or whatnot. Or here are the most expensive cards, or here are the whatever. And, very, very good, very useful shorts. And even though I watch his videos, I didn't get these spoiled to me. So I guess that's good. I guess I missed that one. And, surprise, surprise. So not bad. Even the tokens look badass as hell. Like crazy. Dalkovan encampment. So, man, I'm ecstatic. Like, I mean, cards smell nice. We got a Japanese Ugin. I mean, can you ask more from life? Like, cards smell nice. If you see other videos, sometimes I open cards and I go like, ugh, they smell like hell. Mostly because, well, they do. They do smell like hell. Because of the printing process and whatnot. A lot of times the cards just smell like ink. And Betor, let's go. This is from the Commander decks, by the way, so this is not important at all. It's just that I'm a fanboy. And Sarkhan, obviously, which technically is more between Sarkhan and Ugin. That's where the thing is. So that's the thing, right? That's what gets me. I am very critical of Magic and Wizards, and I will be like, man, give me a freaking break. I will buy your stuff, but please give me a break. It's too much stuff. I can't collect it. I can't enjoy it. I want the next thing because, well, at least they try, right? Even when they, because I know that it's people doing their jobs and they try, right? Like it's like Either Drift. Everyone shits on Either Drift. It's like someone really tried to make that thing work, right? On a mechanic, perspective, on a visual perspective. Someone tried, and it's not that bad. The problem is that the community is so biased, and we get so much shit that it's like, if it doesn't click, people hate on it instantly. And that's kind of the strategy from Wizards too, right? It's like, well, if it doesn't click, don't worry. In a month and a half, you will have something else. And that's okay, I guess. But that, but that really, wears down the rhythm. And at the end of the day, I love this game. I made friends because of this game. I learned a lot of things because of this game, and it's just a very fun experience. It's a very important part of my life is connected to this game. And and I know that a lot of you. Oh, this one is foil, baby. Let's go. I know that a lot of you have good stories with Magic, because if you've been playing Magic for a long time, certainly parts of your life are connected to it, and you met people through it and whatnot, right? So we love this game for X or Y reasons, and we love to build our decks and build our stories in our heads and follow the lore and whatnot. Some people just look at the cards for their value, their money value. Some people just because of their power. Some people because of their art. There's so much stuff, right? And you can see it in the community too. You can see a video from Ristic Studies talking about the beautiful art of Magic the Gathering and how it evolved and the tendencies and then you can see a video from Spice 8 Rack talking about communism and whatnot, and the lore of Magic and the intrinsicies of even dying, and the intrinsicies of the design of the game. Oh, okay. Well, this one I knew it existed. I mean, not the card, but the treatment. This is dragon scale treatment, and this shit is badass, brother. Well, it doesn't feel crazy texture, okay? So, which is good, I guess, because otherwise you couldn't play with it. But this thing is like a mirror, and it's a special guest. I don't think we pulled any dragon scale foil, not even this one. This one is foil. I think it has a special name, like something treatment foil or something. But this one is badass. Pay 1 life, sacrifice this land. So very good pull. I think it's the only dragon scale card that we pull, which is funny. Shame that it's not a dragon though. Reminds me of the Dracogenesis. Let's go, baby. What a blessed box. Suncrafter Mage and Red Color Scourge. Not bad at all. So not all boxes are like this, but when you get a box like this, bro, it hits. It really hits. This is what gambling is like, kids. Stay away from it. So, I don't know. We all have good memories of this game. Again, you see you're looking at this, you see the prices pull up here because we put them there because, well, people care about that. But what do you think is going to happen with this Ugin card? Like, really tell me what you think is going to happen. From a person that uses gloves, mostly because my hands are ugly, but from a person that uses gloves, talks with a lot about the cardboard of the things and really, really goes down about the art of the land cards. What do you think is going to happen with that card? Well, that card is going to get double sleeve, my friend, and it's going to stay in my collection if God allows it, for as long as I don't need to sell it, right? Just because, let's go. But just because I love this thing. Like, when I pull cards, I pull them for myself. Like, I see this card, I go like, yeah, man, amazing, cool, I can build something with it. Let's go. And, I just love the way the card looks. Love the fucking style, like everything. It's just clicking on me. That's kind of what we're going for, right? You know what I mean? It's like, this is why I love Magic. And this set is like a perfect home run in every sense. Even the cards smell nice, for Christ's sake. It's like, See all the building. It has dragons. It has flavor. It has everything. It has these freaking lands that are freaking beautiful. It's like, let's go. If you are into Magic since I don't know, some years ago, you likely like dragons. Okay, this kind of sucks, but like you likely like dragons. Dungeons and Dragons is the other half of this. You know what I mean? It's like you are into fantasy. Magic was fantasy. Magic is fantasy technically. We love this, right? So I am enjoying every second of this. And then I get some pulls and it's like, I'm happy about my Ugin. Don't get me wrong. I love the fact that the card is broken. I'm going to try to use it in a deck and piss off my friends and all that. But this card just looks badass, and it's the thrill of it. But would I pay for this card? I don't even know how much it's worth. We put the price in here after the fact that I recorded this. I don't know how much it's worth. I'm not going to check it. Not because it's like, oh, I want to sell it, because it's like, no, it's because I don't care about that. It's because I just love the card. It's the thrill of the hunt, to call it somehow. This is some Hunter shit right here. Like, is the thrill, last one, so we open it backwards, or actually the way it's intended. Is the thrill of the hunt. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, we pulled this. And I try to pull this with a healthy mindset, which is, well, I buy a couple of boxes, like a play booster box and a collector booster, if I can. If I can't, it's like, well, better luck next time, right? And I feel like that's going to be the case with Final Fantasy, and it really, really burns my bones because I really like Final Fantasy. If you could see my JRPG collection, you will call me a weeaboo, with reason. And the thing is, in Magic the Gathering and Final Fantasy, I had a Final Fantasy card game, which we're going to open one of these days just for you to be like, oh, they have a card game? Yes, they do. Like, and when they announced a collaboration with Magic, it was like, oh, brother, let's go. Again, I'm not against Universes Beyond when they're done properly. What I'm against is that I can't buy them. And that really bothers me because for example, do I love this card? I do. Will I pay, I don't know how much it's worth, even if it's worth $20? I don't think so, no. If I pull it, great, you know what I mean? If I don't pull it, great too. It is what it is. And that's why I'm not opening these going like, oh yeah. That's why, since I don't expect anything, when we do pull crazy stuff, I go freaking ballistic, right? Because it's like, yay, boy. But that's kind of how I wish all of you approach opening boxes and cards, you know what I mean? If you get your hands on sealed product, just enjoy it for what it is, but don't expect anything. Don't bet your money on it. Don't gamble, because it's gambling. At the end of the day, it's gambling. And that may be fun for you, but it's not really fun in the long run. The thrill of pulling something cool is cool, but the money that you put in is lost. You know what I mean? It's like investing. Only invest money that you're willing to lose. And the moment you bought a box for $200 or $150 or whatever it is, that money is lost. And then maybe you recoup it. Maybe you didn't, but you have to assume that it's lost. If you got cards that meet that value and you're going to resell them, that's great. If you are not like me, then, it is what it is. You pull what you pull. But that's what I will always repeat the words from the prof, like a religion, buy singles. If you want a card, just buy the card. Even though I wouldn't, because if I want a card, I would just buy the single version of the card, not the special treatment. Just buy the card. Warden of the Grove. For the price that it will cost you to, do a whole freaking thing, you can buy only the cards that you want and have a very strong deck right there. So those were the pulls. Normally, no, you know what? Let's do it. So the best looking one in colorless, I guess it's the Japanese Ugin. So there is that. Now let's go for the best looking one in white. So this card is kind of badass. It looks too heavy metal for my taste. This card is great looking. This thing is beautiful. Again, this is best looking. This is very subjective. For example, this is great. Objectively, this is the best looking card. Well, okay, objectively best looking card is kind of an oxymoron. For example, this is certainly more expensive and whatnot. But if I look at these cards, this is doing something for me, and this is just there. I just love these ones that look like a fantasy book. They just do it for me. So again, it's not because of the price, it's not because of the power, it's subjectively the ones that I think look the best. And if you disagree, let me know. Let me know if you will be like, nah, I think this one is prettier. For example, this one is pretty. But is it prettier than this dragon posing all badass for me? I don't know. No, this one is cool. I'm gonna go with this one, with the older side of it, because the younger side It's cool too, but not as cool. This one is just cool. So not bad. Now for black, best looking card. Well, this one is metal. Metal as hell. But CDC, I mean, this one is cool, but it's kind of noisy for my taste. This one is great. It reminds me of the Swords of Shining Light from Yu-Gi-Oh! I think is the name. Swords of Shining Light, maybe. So this one is simple but great. You know what I mean? It's right there. It's what you imagine a dragon will be. Okay, let's go with this one. So it's not, this one is cool. It's kind of too rap cover for my taste, but red is the color that is celebrated when dragons are named. So Dracogenesis is pretty cool. It looks like a fairy tale. Again, these ones are cool with the symbols of the clans in there. But, unless there is a dragon, I mean, I do have a preference for the dragons. What can you do? Well, there's a Hydra here, so maybe it's gonna be the Hydra. I don't know. Let's see. Well, okay, this. You know what? This is kind of a Pokemon EX situation. It's like too noisy for my taste. This is just clean. I don't know. I love this old school aesthetic. It's like all drawing, cool looking, simple. Let's go for colorless. Colorless, I think, what the best looking. Well, this is best. This is good looking. This sword is good looking as hell. The Mox Jasper is good looking, but is it the best looking card? I don't know. To be honest, I think that this is better looking. Again, not the price of the card, just how cool it looks. Because sometimes we need to do justice for the artist, you know what I mean? A lot of times it's like they do great pieces of art and it's like, oh yeah, that's a common. And no one cares about the card, at least on paper. Maelstrom of a Spirit Dragon just looks cool. Just looks great. And before we do multicolor, let's do tokens. I mean, the tokens here look freaking amazing. Like, look at this. I think Copy is my favorite one, period, regardless, because it's just two dragons going at it, or actually being divided, I guess. But it just hits, man. The Copy, I mean, this dragon also does things for me, but I'm going with Copy. So there is that. And now for multicolor, we have a lot of things. The sagas look badass. Narrative looks badass as hell. This looks great. This looks amazing. This looks like something from Final Fantasy. This looks, man. A lot of this, even this looks great. Doesn't look like magic though. This looks amazing. This looks great too, man. So many good looking cards. Yeah, it's gonna be narrative. I mean, where is a dragon? There is a wheel, man. Look at that. At that thing right there. And those are the pulls, and those are the best looking cards. Fight me, bro, I guess. And let me know what you think down below about the pulls and my takes during the video. And I hope to see you next time on PAX and Recreation. Bye.